It was apartheid, but my parents didn't care. They were renegades, yeah, mavericks. My mom was a true maverick. She was like, ooh, I'm going to get a white man. Shoo. And then my dad was obviously, you know, well, you know how the Swiss love chocolate. So, you know, they got together, they did the deed. My mom gave birth to me, but then I couldn't live with the family as a parental unit together. Had to go back to the townships with my mom. She couldn't say that the father of her child was in fact a white man, because obviously, you know, in the townships, there were the bimpies. The snitches, hated them. So, you know, so she had to lie on my birth certificate. She just didn't put her father, you know, which wasn't strange. It wasn't strange. She just didn't have a father. You know? Like, I mean, it's not like I was the only black kid in the township going, I don't know who he is. You know? It wasn't strange at all. But she didn't say anything to anybody. So everybody just drew their own conclusions, you know, everyone in the townships, which is not such a great idea, because when people's imaginations are let loose, you'll be surprised at what they come up with. Because people did not put one and one together with me. In fact, when I came home, people in the township, in fact, assumed that I was an albino. Oh, you laugh, but it wasn't funny. I was even told when my mom brought me home, at least my family loved me, you know, walked me into the house, there I was, little baby wrapped in a blanket. My grandmother came and she was, ow, you shame. Ow. Ooh, you. Little Alpi. No, faghi umbrella, cosa c'è? Faghi umbrella. Faghi umbrella. Yeah, ne? But my family treated me very normal, they really did. It was the people around me that were different. In Orlando East, you know, there was this whole mystic vibe to me all of a sudden. People started speaking. Most people got over it. People that were really interested in me, though, were the other albinos. Yeah, because they keep like a log of everyone that comes in. Boss, 2 more, okay. Because generally in the township, there's only like 1 albino for every phase, you know? Oh, lo, I say phase 2. Yeah, ngiyamazi. Ticks them off on the list. So when I came into the picture, they're like, oh, boss, there's another one. Everything was cool. Till I started getting older. And they started noticing a few differences, you know? Especially when my hair grew black. And there was a furore. Everyone was just like, oh, boss, have you seen him? People were like, no, it's not possible. Started following me around. When my mom would walk with me to the taxi rank, they would be there creeping behind us. Check, 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 check. I'd always turn around, they'd act natural. Well, as natural as you can act, 4 albinos standing together. They had their meetings, you know, there they were. Their groups, and they were talking about it. No, before anything else, gents, have you heard? Have you heard? There's one of us, but he's different. What do you mean? He's different. He's got a skin light, just like us, but his head grows black. And he has no problems with the sun. He can walk anytime he pleases. Anytime. He's the one. The daywalker. And the guys were obviously there. You're lying, there's no such thing. I'm telling you, I'd never lie. And then one day when I was old enough, they approached me. They came up to me, you know. As I was walking for my first time, I was off to the bottle store for my uncle, you know. As you get old enough to walk, that's when your uncle sends you. Everyone else in the family is happy. You, he's walking. Uncle is like, yeah, send you to my man. Hamba ke. Tenga ma quarter 4. Tata na ma empty. Hamba amani. And I was there walking to the shops with the bottles, and I was carrying them, you know. And then I traded in one of the bottles, got myself an ice, and I had the ice, and the bottles. And these guys came out, and they're like, Show 'em, Fana. Hey guys, we couldn't help noticing a man of your stature. Thank you. You know, we've had our eye on you for quite a while, young one. And we see potential in your eyes. Who's we? Oh, forgive me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pacino, and we are the Glow-in-the-Darks. And I'm gonna tell you now, boy, I see a bright future in you. We were wondering if you would be interested in joining our small little conglomerate. You know, we just got together and exchange ideas. It really is a melting pot of ideas and exchanges, really. That's why we call it an idea exchange. The pot, we don't know where that came from. But we use it nonetheless. So what do you say? You want to be friends? That's what we say, yes. I want to be friends. Great! That's wonderful news. You hear that, boys? He's going to be one of us. I can see it now, young one. In a few years' time, moving up the ranks within our organization until ending up at the upper echelon of management. Oh, count me in. And I joined the crew, and I was one of them. Had my sporty, my not guilty outfit. We used to walk around together. It was cool. The only thing that bugged me was the hours. They always like rolled in, it was just like weird hours, you know. Always had to meet before dawn, you know. Never hung out at midday. Ooh, no. No, you know, hang out at dusk. Sun's going down. There they are outside the house. You know, oh, that's me. And I'd come outside, and then we'd go hang out under the big willow tree. It was cool. If we were hanging out in the day, that's the best place to be because there's so much shade, and we chill there. And I mean, I changed a lot of things for the guys because they used to play cricket a lot. Cricket was a great sport, you know. Only problem is if somebody hit a 4 or 6 and the game was over, just who's gonna fetch it now? Yabona, khawathile. Yaphapha, ngitshilile block. Then how was that guy? Was running, getting the ball. Yeah. That guy, you know, having a good time. Did all the things that you could do where you didn't look strange, you know, if you were like wearing a hat. So we played all those kinds of games. One of our favorites was Cowboys and Robbers. Ooh, that was great. Who were those guys? Yeah. Wandering around, you know, playing the games. I was always the steering. Which was the starring, in case you're wondering. So I was the steering there. I'd always play Clint Eastwood. My favorite line of dialogue. Choo-wee-wee-oo. Womp, womp, womp. Choo-wee-wee-oo. Womp, womp, womp. Even had the accents going. Didn't know what I was saying, though. How you ain't showing them going on, man? And I couldn't help noticing, you know, standing in my town. This town ain't big enough on the both nose. And it was so cool because half of our friends were Xhosa, you know, so they made great sound effects, especially for the horses. Really. Unfortunately, their gift was a curse because they'd always mess up the dialogue. We'd have cool scenes with the gun battle, standing there, wee wee woo, womp womp womp. And like Snowflake, he was the smallest. He'd always play the tumbleweed. Oh, yeah, shy, I'm bad. Wee wee woo. And I'd shoot Pacino. This kid don't shoot my man, shit him, man. Shmang. I'd be like, oh, man, I didn't want to have to do this to you, brother. What do I tell your mother, Rain? Be like, oh, tell my mother, man. Oh, my mother's oh, man. That was so much fun. And then I'll never forget the year that it came, 1990, the end of apartheid. F.W. de Klerk came out and he was like, no more. Very bad, sorry. See you on Tuesday. Everyone in the streets lost their minds. People were cheering, yeah! My family was no different. They had a huge party for me. My mom put up a banner in our small little kitchen there. Trevor's coming out party. Everyone was having great. There was cake, there was juice for all. My uncle came in, drunk out of his mind. Just refused to wear a shirt, walking in topless. There he was. What's happening here? Hey, what's happening? I was like, Uncle Velile, it's my coming out party. And he was like, yeah? You were gay? I said, no, Malume, I was an albino. And he's like, you're a gay albino? Yo, you strong, huh? No, Malume, I'm colored now. I wasn't, leave it. We had the cake and we had a good time together. And then after that, I couldn't wait to get to my friends to tell them the good news. And I was like, bye-bye, mama, bye-bye, gogo. And I took everything and I ran out the house and I was skipping, yeah. And as I walked out the gate, my family walked out behind me and they were singing behind me. Twang, 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 libo, libo, nen. Mwana utwana lili kalati. Shine, shine. And I skipped down the road there. I was so happy, smiling at everyone. Yeah, yeah, Kalat, yeah. Kalat, yeah. I was that kid running down the street, you know. So cool. Ran there. My friends were under the willow tree as always, chilling around, just standing with the cricket bat. Pacino was. Yeah, the ball was there on the side of the road. I was watching it, hungry eyes. I ran there. I was like, hey, gents, DW. Yeah, Orlando ball. And I took the ball and I came running with it. Yeah. And I was like, guys, I've got good news. And they were like, what is it? And I realized I wasn't an albino anymore. So I couldn't be part of you, know? What is it, DW? What's eating you up? I said, oh, wow. I've got bad news, guys. Bad news, what happened? It's like, it's really bad. Snowflake was like, yo, klopalua ming. Like, no, it's worse than that. But you know, was like, yo, Nivea is out of stock again. Damn it. It's like, no, guys, no. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that, guys. It's just, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not an albino. What did you say? I'm not an albino. They're like, we knew it. We knew it. I was like, you knew? Of course we knew. We knew, TW, we knew. We're all not albinos. We're people. Viva TW, viva! Hey, 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 hey. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?